A dangerous criminal, realizing he couldn't escape by car, jumped out of the vehicle with a gun and fled on foot.
Get the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Get the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
The police officer fired multiple shots, but the suspect still managed to escape.
Southbound! 3 yards! Run southbound, 3 yards! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Alright, he dropped the gun, he dropped the gun. Eastbound. Eastbound, from the road school. Hey, get down! Stop! Stop! Get down! Get down now! Get down now! Get down now! Lay down! Lay down! Lay down! Lay down! Lay down!
Copy.
Alright, give me the air. He dropped the gun. I have him down. He dropped the gun. Give me the air. Start EMS just in case. He's not hit, but start EMS just in case.
Copy. I copy Yellow House.
After a prolonged chase, the suspect, realizing there was no way to escape, knelt down and surrendered unconditionally. The police then arrived and subdued the criminal.
Don't move. Keep your arms out to your side.
I'm fighting around. We don't need lockdowns. Negative, man.
I'll come around to you. I'll cuff. I'll cuff.
Got it. I'm looking for a stolen vehicle. Can you tell us that close by?
Yeah, it's gonna be in the backyard over here by us.
After subduing the suspect, the police proceeded to search for weapons to ensure there were no hidden weapons on the person, in order to guarantee safety.
Guys, gonna be back. He's gonna be back here somewhere.
You got him?
Yep.
Yeah, we got him. Thanks, Dale. What's that? Yeah.
Are you feeling pain anywhere?
3634 rating.
Roll more.
After a tense pursuit, the suspect was eventually subdued. He is now facing charges for resisting law enforcement and fleeing with a firearm, offenses that will undoubtedly result in severe penalties.
My car is on Arthur Road.
Every high-speed chase is a reminder. Crime or drunk driving only ends in disaster. The road is no place to gamble or defy the law. One bad choice can cost you everything. In the afternoon of August 6, 2022, at 5:00 p.m. in Dawson County, Georgia, police conducted a high-speed chase on the highway to apprehend thieves fleeing in a Ford Fusion. The pursuit took place on a busy stretch of road, making the traffic situation dangerous and tense. The fleeing Ford Fusion continues speeding along the highway, staying just ahead of the police patrol car. In the images, the vehicle is driving close to the shoulder, revealing a highly dangerous situation as the driver tries to weave through heavy traffic.
Let Dawson know.
After a period of pursuit, the suspect's car gradually pulled over to the side of the road. Seeing this, the police officer prepared to get out of the vehicle, but suddenly the suspect's car accelerated again. The officer quickly got back into the driver's seat and stepped on the gas to continue the chase.
Taking off on me on southbound.
Seeing the situation getting worse, the police officer deliberately collided with the suspect's vehicle, forcing it to stop on a grassy area by the roadside, where the suspect was apprehended.
We're southbound.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
They're reaching on
Hit, starting with some more units. They're compliant right now. Yeah, I got him. Driver! Step out! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up!
Every high-speed chase is a reminder. Crime or drunk driving only ends in disaster. The road is no place to gamble or defy the law. One bad choice can cost you everything. In the early morning of April 9, 2022, at 7:58 a.m. in Forsyth County, Georgia, police officers noticed a vehicle showing suspicious signs. An officer got out of the patrol car to check on the situation, but at that moment, the driver suddenly accelerated and fled. The drunk driver continuously swerved and weaved in an attempt to shake off the police, but it was all in vain. The backup units were waiting ahead, and as soon as they saw the suspect, they immediately joined the pursuit. The police successfully apprehended the suspect. After a high-speed chase lasting several minutes on the highway. The suspect, who is still quite young, was completely subdued and now faces criminal charges.
25 radio.
Every high-speed chase is a reminder. Crime or drunk driving only ends in disaster. The road is no place to gamble or defy the law. One bad choice can cost you everything. But this is a different story. This high-speed chase didn't happen in the US or Europe. We're in South Africa, where private security teams like Sniper Connect and Najak take vehicle recovery to the next level. On June 3, 2024, the SNIPR Connect team received intelligence about a white VWT that had just attempted to steal another vehicle in Benoni. I'm sure you're hearing English in this clip. To avoid any confusion, English is one of South Africa's 11 official languages. Now back to the chase. The suspects are clearly putting everyone on the road in danger. And unlike in the United States, where roads tend to be wider and easier to navigate, South African roads leave much less room for error. The alert remains in effect. Officers are closely tracking the suspects while awaiting.
Yeah, guys, they're running. Okay, they're going underneath the R21,
Hey, we behind you again. Can you leave the bike on stop?
Driving on three wheels, that's pure madness. South Africa doesn't just have high-speed chases, they've redefined them. But no chase lasts forever. Minutes later, his car gives out, surrounded by patrol units with nowhere left to run. Plainclothes men swarm the suspect like seasoned pros. But this isn't a gang, it's Sniper R Connect and Najak doing what they do best, hunting car thieves in South Africa. The chase is over and the suspects are in custody. Every high-speed chase is a reminder: crime or drunk driving only ends in disaster. The road is no place to gamble or defy the law. One bad choice can cost you everything. On the morning of May 8, 2025, the Columbus Police Department in Ohio received a frantic 911 call. "We just heard gunshots. They're leaving now, dark gray Ford, rims over 40 inches, blacked out windows. They just shot at my neighbor's house. We need an ambulance now." The caller didn't say much more, their voice trembling, choking between chaotic background noises. A man in a construction jacket, black shirt, and black pants, he was the suspect. Police officers launched into action immediately, alarms blaring across districts. Within minutes, the entire neighborhood was thrust into a state of red alert. As police neared the scene, they spotted the suspect's truck. But before they could block it, the vehicle surged toward them like a beast unleashed. The officer locked eyes with something almost surreal. A chase was about to begin. The Ford roared, swerving wildly between lanes, leaving behind smoke and panic. Residents barely had time to duck and rush their children inside. Sirens screamed as officers gave chase through tight corners and crowded streets. No one knew what this gunman might do next, and everyone understood. One wrong move could cost another life.
It's looping around. 952's number one.
As two patrol cars closed in from both sides, it seemed the suspect had run out of road. One cruiser swerved hard, slamming into the side of the dark gray Ford, aiming to end the chase under control. Shards flew. Metal screeched against asphalt. For a moment, everyone thought it was over. But then, a sudden roar. The suspect slammed the gas, engine howling in defiance. The Ford broke free from the crushing grip, skidding loose and bolting ahead like a wounded animal. He wouldn't surrender, wouldn't stop. He chose to flee to the bitter end, dragging danger behind him for anyone caught in his reckless path. And the police, left with no other option, knew they had to end this chase, whatever it took. At a major intersection, where traffic lights flickered over slick, oil-smeared pavement, the suspect once again slipped past the police blockade, accelerating desperately through the crowded street. For a split second, it looked like he might break free, but from the side, a patrol car surged forward, clipping the front of the Ford with brutal force. The sound of metal crashing echoed like thunder. The suspect's vehicle spun, flipped, and crashed in the middle of the intersection, its wheels suspended and spinning helplessly in the air. Smoke hissed from under the hood. The door flung open. But before the suspect could even step out, officers surrounded the wreck, guns drawn, moving like shadows circling prey. No sirens, no shouting. Only one command, sharp and final: get on the ground, don't move. And this time, there was nowhere left to run.
I pulled it out. Hey.
Give me my face. Give me my face. The bitch with the pants up from. Little Hey, little bitch. Hey, what's your name? Hey, little bitch. What's your name? What's your name?
Put him down. Put him down. Put him on his.
And so, can you get with Zone 1, see if they can send a sergeant to the 43 scene?
Control 4 units, be advised, we have reports of a break-in in progress. Suspects may be still in the premises. Backup requested. Over. Go ahead.
On the night of February 11, 2023, the calm of Los Angeles County was shattered when a stolen vehicle tore through crowded streets. Police were immediately dispatched after identifying the suspect vehicle fleeing at an alarming speed. Inside were multiple individuals, ready to cross every line in a desperate attempt to escape.
Control. I have visual on the suspect vehicles traveling at high speed, weaving in and out of traffic.
As the suspect swerved sharply onto a narrow residential street, two wheels lifted off the pavement, nearly flipping the vehicle. Streetlights smeared across the windshield as the car rocketed forward like a bullet. A young girl was crossing the street, walking her dog. The tires screamed, sparks flew from the asphalt. She was just steps away from death. The car skidded across the curb, clipped a mailbox, then surged ahead without slowing down. Overhead, a police helicopter locked on, its spotlight blasting down, illuminating the fleeing car like a marked target.
Control negotiator on scene, requesting direct contact with Unit 1, over.
The car darted like a wild animal, blowing through red lights, speeding the wrong way on highways, weaving inches away from passing vehicles. At times, the speedometer surged past 130 mph. Every sharp turn was a dare to death. Bystanders screamed, diving out of the way. Sirens roared across the city as police gave close chase, refusing to back down. The heart-pounding pursuit dragged on for dozens of minutes with no clear end in sight. But the bigger question remains: can police bring it to a close without firing a single shot? And what drove the suspects behind the wheel to risk it all? Suddenly, through the piercing sirens and strobing lights, the stolen vehicle swerved into a parking lot and slammed to a stop. Smoke poured from the tires in thick clouds. Before officers could fully close in, the car door burst open. One suspect jumped out and sprinted toward the residential blocks behind. The other two remained inside, barricaded and unmoving. "Hands up, don't move." The officers shouted. One cop, gun drawn, crept along the rear of the car while others fanned out to form a perimeter. The entire neighborhood seemed to hold its breath. Red and blue lights flashed across windows and walls like a waking nightmare descending on the street.
Out of the vehicle, now running forward. There comes another passenger out of the back seat. These kids are struggling, and look at this. He's getting back in the vehicle. Another one back in the vehicle, and finally...
A quiet Wednesday afternoon in Santa Clarita was suddenly torn apart by the roar of engines and the wail of sirens. A stolen vehicle sped through residential streets, chased by multiple police cruisers. Inside were three suspects, desperately trying to escape. Residents could only grab their children, lock their doors, and watch as their peaceful neighborhood turned into a high-stakes action scene. No one knew exactly what was happening, only that danger had arrived at their doorstep. As the patrol car approached, suddenly the side door opened. The two suspects shot out like lightning straight into the nearby residential area. Less than 2 seconds later, the other door also opened. The police shouted loudly, "Stop. Police, stand still." But no one stopped. The chase began, no longer a closed-room interrogation, but a race between truth and darkness. Two people, two directions. A crowded residential area where any door could be a hiding place or a new threat. Through their windows, Santa Clarita residents watched with relief as the three suspects were handcuffed and taken away. There was no crowd, no Hollywood-style shootout. The chase ended not with a bang, but with the quiet triumph of tactical discipline. This wasn't just a successful arrest, it was proof that law enforcement can be powerful without being violent. Sometimes, it's the silent professionalism that makes people feel safer than any show of force. The driver, clearly skilled behind the wheel, weaved through traffic and obstacles as if competing in a deadly race. But that finesse was no match for panic and greed. One wrong turn, one burst of reckless speed, and they were trapped in a dead end. No gunshots, no violent confrontation. Officers calmly closed in, executing a smooth, professional arrest. No injuries, no chaos, just police doing their job efficiently and with precision.